What's up, everybody? It's me, Aggie Out Loud. So, today Egypt turned 6 years old and we had a blast. Where I took her was, I took her to my sister Tara's husband, his best friend's house. And he's got like a whole bunch of land. He's got horses, donkeys, chickens, and tractors and all this stuff. And so I took her to go see all of the big animals, and it was really cool. She got to pet and brush the horses, and it was a blast. And I'm so proud of her. I'm so blessed to have her as my daughter, and I love her more than anything. I love her more than life itself, although I love my life because I'm here for her. So that probably didn't make no sense, but anyway, I just love her so much, and I'm so proud of her. And so let me tell y'all what happened though. So I've never lost my cell phone. I pretty much keep a hold of my cell phone at all times. I always know where it is. And so what happened was, after we had left the farm, so to speak, we drove like maybe half a mile from his friend's house up the street. And when we did, Egypt, my daughter, she was complaining of ants being on her because her and this other friend of hers went up this mold hill, but it wasn't like a mold hill. It was like a bunch of rocks and boulders, and I guess there were some ants inside of the boulders or something. I don't know, but she ended up getting some ants on her. And so when we got back in the car, she kept finding these ants on her. And so she's 6 years old. She's freaking out. So we were at the end of a street, but it was a busy street that you turn into. And so I jump out the car, and I get her out the car in the middle of this street, and I'm trying to get all these, it wasn't a bunch of ants, but I was trying to get whatever ants I could find off of her and calm her down, because I was worried. I didn't want her to have ants on her either. And she didn't have a whole lot. It was just very little, but still, for a little girl, that can be kind of frightening. Well, a car was coming up behind it, so we had a rush, and I had to rush and get Egypt back in the back seat of the car in her booster seat, and then I had to get back up front before this car got to us. And apparently I had put my cell phone on the roof or on the trunk of her car. So when we drove off, I had no idea that I had left it on the back of her car. And so I know I'm saying a lot, and I'm trying to work on that. But anyway, so this was in a whole nother city. We were about like 45 minutes away from the city that I live in. And we got all the way back to my city, 45 minutes away. And we were going to drop off Egypt at my mama's because she had a birthday party that she had set aside for this evening with some of her friends from school. And so it's not my grandma, but her grandmama was going to take her to this party at Cece's Pizza. And so Tara was like, go ahead and text her to let her know that we're going to be there soon. And I realized I didn't have my phone. So I kept my cool, because it's all about Egypt. This is her day, and I didn't want to get all upset and get her worried. But she knew I had lost it at that point. She knew I had lost my phone, and she was really concerned. And I said, baby girl, it's okay. Mama will find her phone, and I'll call you tonight, and you go have fun at your party this evening. And so after we dropped her off, then Tara and I got back in the car, and we decided to backtrack the whole 45 minutes. And so we're driving back, and I'm crying because, I don't have much. I don't own a lot of expensive things, but my cell phone is all I have to get in touch with the world. But not only that, but that's where I do all of these videos, because I don't have a laptop or anything like that. And this has got all my contacts in it and everything. So, it's my cell phone. So we got to one destination that we had made a stop at to see if maybe it had fallen off the trunk of the car then. Because at this point, I didn't realize that I could have left it at that spot that we had gotten out at on the street until about maybe 15 minutes into the drive. And then, I had thought about it, that's probably where it fell off the car at, but I was just trying to backtrack with Tara and figure out where I could have put it. And then I realized that's exactly what happened. Was I was in such a rush to get Egypt back in the back seat, in a booster seat, that I left it on the back of your car. And so we got about 15 minutes away, maybe 20 minutes away from where that spot was that I had gotten out of the car with Egypt. And we got a phone call. And when we looked on her caller ID, it had my name on it. And I was like, oh my God, that's somebody that's got my phone. And so Tara picked up the phone, and this is nothing but God. Nothing but God. So what happened was that maybe 5 minutes, so this whole time, from the time that the phone fell off the hood of Tara's car to the time we got back to Greensboro, dropped off Egypt, and got about 20-30 minutes into the drive back to where we were going to go to find my phone from where I took Egypt out of the car at, my phone was fine. It didn't get run over by a car or anything. And then, when this man called, his wife had just so happened to drive down that road and saw the cell phone on the side of the street. It was on a very busy street, so it wasn't like it was off on the side, but she saw this cell phone, got out of her car, got the cell phone, drove back to the house, and showed it to her husband and said, I found this is some female's cell phone. It was right down here at the end of the street, which is a very, very busy street. So he called Tara and so he called Tara and explained all this to her. And I was like, oh my God, that's my phone. And I had just got done praying. I had been praying about it, but I had just got done praying again to God that my phone would be okay. And it was. And we got his address and we went to his house, and I got my phone back, and there wasn't a scratch on it. I have it right now. I'm making this video with it, and it was just such a blessing. That was nothing but the grace of God that my phone is okay, because I don't know what I would have done. I don't have the finances to just jump and buy a whole brand new phone. So I didn't mean to blab on about that, but I had to share that story because God is so good, and He's blessed me, my life, and continues to bless me, and bless me with my beautiful little girl. And now I got my phone back. And so needless to say, because of where the phone had gotten dropped at, where that place was that I got Egypt out from the backseat of Tara's car, it was a lot closer to Tara's house than my house. And since we had driven all the way back, so I'm just going to stay at Tara's house tonight, and then I'll be back at my house tomorrow. But I wanted to go ahead and get this vlog up and explain all of that to y'all, but we had a blast, and I took some videos of Egypt on the horses and stuff. So if I have some time tonight, I'll go by and go through those, and I might or might not upload those to YouTube. We'll see. But anyway, I hope everybody's had a great day, and I will see y'all tomorrow. I love y'all, and I'm out. Peace.